My colleague from California, Mr. Levin.
Now recognized.
Thank the gentleman for yielding. Mr. Speaker, I rise today in opposition to H.R. 1435. This legislation specifically targets the ability of my home state of California and the ability of 17 other states to set their own auto emission standards, improve public health, and tackle the climate crisis. With this legislation, my Republican colleagues are propping up the fossil fuel industry at the expense of the environment and pushing their polluters over people agenda, which endangers the health of the American people. Over 100 million people live in counties with unhealthy air pollution, and air pollution is linked to more than 100,000 premature deaths in the United States every year. The transportation sector is the largest contributor to the emission of greenhouse gases, making up 1/3 of total pollution. In the mid-20th century, California was plagued by smog from vehicles that spewed pollution into the air and caused hazardous health conditions for residents. With this reality in mind, my state took action. California has been a national leader in addressing air pollution from the transportation sector for decades and has regulated vehicle emissions for years. In fact, California established the first tailpipe emission standards in the country in 1966, well before the federal government did. A year later, then Governor Reagan approved the Mulford-Carroll Air Resources Act to create the State Air Resources Board. You heard that right. Ronald Reagan, a conservative Republican, established a statewide agency to address air pollution. Clean air protections were bipartisan for years, with President Nixon signing the Clean Air Act into law. Another Californian, I might add. The Clean Air Act granted California the ability to receive a waiver from the Environmental Protection Agency to establish vehicle emission standards that are more protective and aggressive than those at the federal level. With that authority, Governor Reagan's Air Resources Board adopted the nation's first nitrogen oxide emission standards for motor vehicles. And here's what we've seen in the years since. Ambitious vehicle emission standards empower the auto industry to produce better, cleaner cars. They are a win-win-win for consumers, growing our domestic auto industry, and meeting our climate goals. For more than 5 decades, the EPA has granted dozens of waivers to California, which has enabled my state to cut pollution from as much as 35 parts per million in 1970 to under 9 parts per million in 2018. The waivers have helped improve conditions for residents and have driven innovation in the auto industry.
Oh, wow, friends. The latest numbers are in. Your next monthly benefit increase might surprise you. Many seniors and retirees are missing out on billions of dollars in benefits as inflation continues to take a great toll on their finances. So lawmakers are being urged to make it easier for older Americans to claim tax relief and rebate checks. My dear friends, I'll be going over everything that you need to know. So please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, to say thank you for being part of this community, every Friday I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. My dearest friends, please make sure that you enter these weekly giveaways by clicking and liking several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. As autumn approaches, retirees collecting Social Security benefits are eagerly asking the big question, what will my increase be for the coming year? Although the precise figure remains a month away from being unveiled, you can gain valuable insights into the forthcoming Social Security cost of living adjustment by examining monthly inflation statistics. The newest data has just arrived, revealing the anticipated magnitude of your Social Security boost under current circumstances. The key takeaway from the August report is the escalating inflation rate. The Consumer Price Index for all urban customers, often referred to as a headline inflation metric, surged by 0.6% from the previous month. This marks the most substantial monthly increase thus far in 2023. It is no surprise that higher gasoline prices are the primary driver behind this inflation surge. Based on the present data, it appears that seniors can anticipate at least a 3% increase in your benefits next year. But ultimately, inflation tends to fluctuate from month to month. Assuming that the CPIW continues to rise at the same rate in September as it did in August, the next COLA could reach 3.1%. A 3.1% Social Security increase would represent a significant decrease compared to this year's unusually high 8.7% COLA. Over the past decade, the average Social Security COLA has hovered around 2.6%. Retirees may also receive early insights into their Medicare Part B premiums for the upcoming year. However, it is unlikely that retirees will experience a reduction similar to what occurred in 2023. The decline in premiums this year was an anomaly caused by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services choosing not to reimburse for an Alzheimer's prescription drug. The CMS has already disclosed its intention to cover another costly Alzheimer's prescription, which is likely to drive Medicare Part B premiums much higher in 2024. Many older adults are struggling to meet their financial needs, especially in these times of rising inflation. Surprisingly, many of them are unaware of the available assistance programs and some valuable financial aid programs that remain underutilized. For instance, the government suggests that there are nearly 14 million adults age 60 and above that are eligible for federal assistance through the SNAP program, but have not yet enrolled. Furthermore, over 3 million adults age 65 or older meet the criteria for Medicare savings programs, which cover Medicare premiums and cost sharing, yet they have not yet enrolled. Josh Hodges, the Chief Customer Officer at the National Council on Aging, has stated that tens of billions of dollars in benefits go unused every year because older individuals are either unaware of these programs, find the application process daunting, or feel uncomfortable asking for assistance. Many of these programs are designed to assist older adults with very limited incomes and minimal assets. However, this is not always the case. Programs supported by the Older Americans Act, such as home-delivered meals and legal aid for those facing foreclosure or eviction, do not require means testing, although individuals with lower incomes are often given priority. Some local programs, such as property tax breaks for homeowners, are also available to anyone age 65 or older. Even a modest monthly assistance each month, such as a few $100s, can significantly improve the lives of older adults who are struggling to cover essential expenses like grocery, housing, transportation, and health care. Unfortunately, many are unsure of how to access these benefits or whether they qualify for them. According to CNN News, older adults who want to do their own research can use Benefits Checkup. It is a service operated by the National Council on Aging. AARP is also working closely with community organizations in South Carolina, Mississippi, and Alabama that help older adults apply for Medicare savings programs and low-income subsidies for Medicare Part D prescription drug plans. The plans to expand this program next year to as many as 22 states. The winners of yesterday's Walmart gift card giveaway is Teresa Davis and Juanita Cosillo. Congratulations, my dearest friends! To claim your gift cards, please check your notifications page and send me a message. or you could message me on my Facebook page. Thank you, dearest friends, and have a wonderful and very blessed weekend.